And good morning. Let's take that ball and roll it around. I don't know if we were doing this, Mira, when you were last year, but that's what we're doing now. Rolling it up and down the fingers. And across the palm and the knuckles. And around the thumb pad. And the pinky pad. And then interlacing the fingers and compressing, squeezing on the ball. And letting go. And squeezing again. And letting go. And squeezing again. And letting go. And then let's just bounce it and catch it. All the while assessing the feet and how they feel in relation to the ground, and the ankles and the knees and hips, because we're going to drop the ball and step on it in the middle of the foot 3 times. And bring it up to the knuckles. And go once across. Hold it on to something if you need to. And then roll it across the knuckles, pivoting on the heel. Roll it back to the top of the heel and pivot on the toes, rolling it across. And then step on it just underneath the first knuckle. Roll it down slightly to the side of the top of the heel and press. And then go over to the 5th metatarsal, the middle of it, and press. Roll it down each of the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one. Reassess, see how that feels. A little bit different, a little bit more rooted, grounded. Other ball, other foot. Press it down 3 times. And up to the knuckles. I think I see Beth. Hi. And slide it across the knuckles. And then down to the top of the heel and pivot on the toes as you slide it across. Bring it up to just below the first knuckle and press, side of the top of the heel and press, and then over to the 5th metatarsal and press, roll it down the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one. ball out of the way. How do I always hit something that sends it back? And reassess. And shake the tree. Or do the Lin energy hop. Or do both. Three, two, one, centering with a couple of deep breaths. Twist from the waist and swing the arms. And center. Let's rub our hands together. Cultivating chi. And forming a chi ball. Which leads us wherever it wants to go as we shift our weight from foot to foot. Substantial to insubstantial, unsubstantial to substantial, like water flowing. And center. 2 deep breaths. Let's do some ocean wave breathing. Two breaths. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out at 45 degrees and gathering starlight. Center. Other hand behind the back. And gather it in from the other side. Center, 2 deep breaths. Let's go down in an athletic stance and take 10 jumps. And then you start marching or jogging, whatever suits your fancy. With 21 seconds left, I'm going to pick it up. You don't have to. I wouldn't do squats today because we're going to be doing the push routine, which includes a lot of squats. You could do some slide jacks if you want. I'm just going to sprint. But just pick it up a little if you want, or not at all. Be safe. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 10, 15, 21. 2 deep breaths. Interlace the fingers. Bring them up over the head. Reach for the ceiling. If you can do extensions, go back. And come up. Go to one side. And then the other. Center and come down. Pausing at the chest and pressing out. Back down. Let's go behind, interlace, and raise. A little bit more. And come back down and shrug. And roll the shoulders back. And forward. And cross one arm over the body at the neck and press on the elbow. Then the other. And then one arm up, other arm below. Try to touch your fingers. If you can, grip with your fingers and pull. You can use a cloth of some sort to do that if you can't get your fingers entwined. And then the other way. Usually one side is more flexible than the other. As it is, as we did yesterday, and we're going to do again, put our feet together and put your hands on your hips and turn to one side and then the other. And just note how far you go on one side as opposed to the other. Usually one side you have more flexibility. And in coming sessions, we're going to work on the side that you have the lesser flexibility with a new exercise. But just note that for now. Take your arms out and rotate in one direction. And then the other. Thumbs up and down, up and down. Bring them in and rotate the neck. And the other direction. Grab your ear over your head and gently tug towards your shoulder. Other ear. Looking up. And down. Looking over one shoulder. And then the other. Legs about shoulder length apart and hinge at the waist. Bending the knees slightly, stretching the hamstrings. And if you can, come to the floor and inch out into a pike and press your heels into the floor or towards the floor, stretching your calves. Breathing deeply. And inch your way back up. And for a second, maybe a little bit lower than before. I'm going to work on this too, coming up. Just how far you can get down. I know some of you can get your palms on the floor, and that is my goal for my 95th birthday. Deep breath. Spread apart, do a lunge. And stretch that inner thigh. And then the other way. And come up. And let's grab a stick. We'll start with some rotations out. And then back in. And then laterally. And then the other way. Push out. Flop your wrists. Change the position on the wrists and flop it the other way. Do some curls. And put the stick behind your back in the crook of your arms and twist at the waist. If you want to, you can stop and extend. Or keep twisting. We'll come back up, tuck in the chin and peck like a pigeon. Bring the stick up to the neck. Either hold on with your palms or the crook of your arms. Twist your trunk, leaving your head and hips facing straight ahead. And bring the stick back in front. We're going to do 5 lunges up in the air. 45 degrees out and up. 1, 2, 3. Other direction. And put the stick in front of you. We're going to do the toes, heels, toes, heels. We'll do 15, holding about a second on each. That's 5. And 14 and 15. Then let's just do that shoulder exercise we did yesterday. Put the stick out to the side slightly, one hand on top, and just press down. You're driving that stick into the ground and let go. And press down like you're pushing it to Middle Earth. Opening up the shoulder and let go. Now let's do it one more time. If you feel any pain, don't do this. And stop. Other arm. And stop. One more, actually 2 more. Do it again. Stop. And press. Good. One last thing, pick up one leg by the toes. And pull, stretching the ankles and quads. And then the other. And let go. All right, we'll put the stick away. We'll do, I hope to get in 3 sets as Zach Bush, Zeb. And we'll do 10. We'll do 10 reps on each. Again, it's the squat. However you do squats, you can go down this way, you can go sit in the chair, whatever is most comfortable for you. Then the arm raise, the big circle with your fists, getting your shoulders aligned with your ears if you can, as best you can. You can also go through the middle. And then finally, just the press. Ready? We're going to do 10 squats. 1, 2, 3. Arm raise. Big circle. Nine and 10, and then press. 8, 9, 10. Good, that was pretty rapid. Let's shake it out. I'm going to do it from the side this time. And 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 10. 10, 10. I'll go through the big, through the middle on the big circle. And 10, and then the raise. 1. Again, try to keep your arms aligned with your ears and your rib cage over your pelvis. 9, 10, and shake it out. Deep breath. Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. Ready? 1, 2. Let's do 12, 10, 11, and 12. 12. Big circle. 11 and 12, and finally, 2, a press. 11, 12, yay. All right, in record time yet. Very good. Centering with 2 deep breaths. In through the nose, expanding all the way through the chest. Feel that upper chest expand as the air comes into it. And open our hearts. Pause on the inhale and exhale, sending it all back out, or at least most of it. And centering with 2 breaths. And bringing down heavenly chi. Going down to gather some earth chi. And concluding this session with a gallant. All right. Aha! Namaste. Oh, well.
Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome, Don. Hi, how are you? Diana, hello. Beth, great to see you. Suzanne, good morning. And today was going to be a self-myofascial release day. And I think I owe that to all the rollers out there who have been waiting for that for a while. So if you've got a ball and not a roller, we'll start with the ball and then we'll go to the roller. I was going to do the deltoid, posterior deltoid back here with the ball, and then we'll do the latissimus dorsi right in here with the roller. And get that upper body loose. So grab your ball and I'll meet you on the ground. So the first thing you want to do is lie down with the ball underneath the back of your shoulder and lean into it as much as you feel comfortable doing. Roll it around a little until you find a tender spot. And then you can come over a little bit on your side if you'd like to give it a little bit more pressure. You want to feel some pressure on that tender spot. Want that not to dissipate. Your soles of your feet are on the ground. And you could vary the pressure by rolling into it more or rolling back. And we're holding for about 20 to 30 seconds. And then just raise your arm up and back 3 or 4 times. Getting those muscle fibers to move in the other direction. And release. And again, if you have more than one tender spot, by all means go back later and get it. Let's go to the other arm. Same thing. Find that spot. This is the back of your shoulder out from the shoulder blade, obviously. And okay, I found that spot. I'm going to lean into it a little bit more, give it a little bit more pressure. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I'll flex. Good. And that's good for the deltoid. You can also do that against the wall if you don't want to get down on the ground. You can press that ball against the wall. Now let's get a roller. And you want the edge of it. Most of the roller is behind you. Try one leg up, put the sole on the floor so that you can adjust the pressure that you exert on the lat. And we're talking about from right underneath the shoulder to sort of the middle of the rib cage. You'll feel that muscle in there. And it goes back to the shoulder blade. And just roll back and forth on it. And see if you find tender spot. And if you do, stay right there and hold again for about 20 to 30 seconds. That's our village fire EMS horn. And then again, flex your arm. And we'll go to the other shoulder. Same thing with bulk of the roller is behind you. So one foot is on the floor, giving you a little bit of support and flexibility as to the amount of pressure you put on the lats. Rolling back and forth, looking for that spot. And I think that's it right there. And leaning into it. Too much, just come back a little. More, lean into it. If you need more, lean into it. 2, 1, and then we're going to flex. And come on. And I hope everyone feels a little looser up in the shoulders. And That's a good idea, Suzanne. I was going to say, you know, I should go right on the back and roll because that feels so good. So that's that. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Okay, have a good day. Lots of prayers coming.
Thank you.
Give her my love.
I will.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks.
You're very welcome. Great to see you, Mira.
Okay.
Your wife.
Thank you, Hal.